baskets out, 40% of the restocked stock will have gone. So you've got your 3 packs of MDF creating your Christmas tree, creating your reindeer, creating your 3 boxes. You're also going to get the 4 character stamps that you can see there, and that beautiful luxury vintage Christmas edition paper book as well in there, with lots and lots of ephemera and classic elements of Christmas. You've got fairies in there, you've got elements of the North Pole, stags, Father Christmas in there, a little bit of Alice in Wonderland. It really is a bumper kind of book of components in there, all for £84, all with a 3-way split, should you wish to take advantage of those. Helen, are you ready to go again?
Well, you tell me who's your favourite.
Oh,
I know it's hard to choose, but I will do whichever one you like the best.
I must admit, I do like the penguin. I do like
good
the penguin.
Good choice.
I think he's a proper little cutie.
So, do you like his sentiment too? Is his sentiment good?
Yeah, let's go with the sentiment that works with him, yeah.
Okay, so we've popped him on our acrylic block. I am conscious that not everybody has seen stamping.
Yeah.
Some people are very new to it.
Yeah.
And, we take it for granted, but we really shouldn't.
Yeah, that's a good point, because obviously with these, you're putting it onto the acrylic that we've got. For anybody that's getting started, any top tips?
We do take it for granted, but so our stamps come with the mount already on there, and it's already been cut out for you as well, so that you haven't got too much overhang, and you know exactly where he's going to go, which is why they do it, obviously. And he will stick onto a plastic block and not come off.
Okay. Now, you're not used any glue or anything like that?
No, he literally just sticks on.
Clings on.
Yeah, cling on. Reminds me of my husband watching Star Trek.
Absolutely.
Is it Star Trek or Star Wars?
Yeah, it was Star Trek,
sure.
I think, with the Klingons, yeah.
Now,
ink. What do we need to know about ink?
There are a couple of different types of ink. One would be waterproof, one would be water-based. Now, if you want to stamp it and then add some water and soften it slightly, then a water-based one's great, because you can, because it will react with the water. I want to colour my stamped images, so I'm using a permanent ink. I'm using VersaFine. There's lots of different permanent inks out there, but I like them.
One of my favourites is VersaFine, especially when you've got a lot of detail in a stamp. It really shows it up, yeah.
What I do when I get my stamp for the first time, I will hold my ink really flat, and I will just rub it up and down to give it full coverage. And if I'm not tilting, I'm not getting it round the edge, I'm not getting any halo on the spare bit of rubber, and then I give it an extra little tap. And the first thing I do before I stamp, I will just have a quick look around the edge of my stamp and just make sure I haven't got black. Because when I stamp it, if I rock slightly, I'm going to get a line. And I don't want that. I just want my beautiful little penguin. But I haven't got any ink. I've done quite well. I'll probably drop the stamp now, because we've done quite well.
Can you use them in stamping platforms and things like that as well?
Yes, most definitely, yeah. Okay. I'm going to put him slightly to the side, so we've got room for our sentiment. Yeah, I do use a stamping platform at home sometimes, especially if I'm worried about getting the image first time, but generally with indigo blue. You watch, it won't happen now.
No, I'm just thinking, because if you're doing a lot of these, then it might be worth putting it into a stamp platform, and then you can kind of just bring your cardstock in and mass produce.
If you are using watercolour card, make sure you hold your ink just for a little bit longer, because it needs to hold onto that paper.
Look at that image.
Yeah, perfect every time. Because they're just so detailed, isn't he gorgeous? Let's add his little sentiment before I start.
You don't have to do anything, though, do you? I mean, that is just a classic style, sketchy style, that you could just literally put that onto your craft card base and you're good to go.
And again, I'm just checking I've got no black around, which I haven't. Which way up is it? All I want for Christmas. So he's going to go that way. So I'm going to pop him on there. And I don't worry too much about sentiments, because if I do mess it up, which is very rare, I can just stamp it again on some more card and just pop it on, just 3D it on.
That's a little typewriter font, that.
It is.
I like it.
It is really nice font. So we're going to give him a nice background, and we're going to use blue satin sashes.
Okay.
So it's blue with sparkle.
Nice.
It's a beautiful blue. Because obviously when we go out in the snow, it's not perfectly white.
That's true.
I've got really messy black water now from that gesso, but we're all good. So I'm going to water it down a little bit, because obviously the sky's never this blue. We just want a tinge, really. And by doing this, we're going to really make him stand out.
Okay.
I know that you saw the card, the tags from Mike Deakin. Yeah. And the biggest thing about those was the fact that the blue made everything stand out. Just by doing like a watercolour wash, they really set this off. You don't need to cover the whole card. You can just do a small amount. You can go right up to him. You can leave a white space.
See, that's more confidence builder. If anybody that's thinking, oh, well, you need to put him in front of a scene or something like that, and I can't watercolour paint a scene. No. You don't need to, do you?
No, he just needs a little bit of a blue, a little bit of background. We're going to add some snow to him anyway, because obviously it's snowing because he's a beautiful penguin in the North Pole.
Perfect.
So I'm just going to blast this off because when I add my other colours, I don't want them to run. So
while you're doing that, can I show everybody those tags that you just referenced? Because these are brilliant. And this is showing all of the characters in a similar sort of style to how Helen's just shown us a few moments ago, but going onto a tag base. So you've got your fabulous little snowman, snow person, should I say. I love that one. It just literally looks like he suddenly popped up, doesn't it, out of nowhere. The little character, though, that we just saw, the little penguin, and, of course, Father Christmas himself. So you could replicate these very, very easily in similar sort of style. And they're fabulous tags, as you can see, or toppers on your card. So, yeah, brilliant idea. Fabulous demo, I have to say, as well. Beautiful.
I'm going to be matting and layering on some of that beautiful tartan cardstock.
Nice.
So I'm going to stick to red and green so that he goes with his papers. We're not going to worry about the blue. That's fine. So I'm going to put a little bit of red. I managed to get red on a snowman earlier and he looked like he'd been shot. I'm not doing that again. No. Not doing that again. A little bit of red, a little bit of green. Let's give him... He's going to have an orange beak because he's a penguin.
Absolutely, yeah.
I did double check, actually, whether it's an orange beak and yellow feet or the other way around. And it's definitely an orange beak and yellow feet. I actually Googled penguins.
Well, you've got different types of penguins as well, haven't you? Which I didn't realise. And there's different breeds. And I'm sure... Oh, no, I don't. I'm not going to... Well, I will say it out loud because I have probably got it wrong. But I'm sure there's something about... There's something quite unique about different penguins with regards to kind of like markings and things like that. Or have I just dreamt that? I don't know.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah, because, I mean, there's not... Well, they're only black and white, aren't they? So it's
just
not
fascinating,
a lot. But I'm sure that they've got distinguished... Maybe you'd have to be a penguin to recognise it, but they've got distinguished features, shall we say. I'm going to stop before I dig myself.
I wonder if they've got accents.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. You can tell where they're from by the way that they...
Either North Pole, South Pole, which one are they? I don't think they live in both, actually. So let's add a little bit of...
Oh, you've gone for a green hat, lovely.
Yeah, we're going to give him a little red.
Oh, red bobble.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be white, does it?
Let's give
him a red bit
it
of
could be a party that he's going to.
Actually, do you know what? That would be brilliant for a birthday party.
Yes,
This doesn't have to be Christmas at all without that stamp. And I think we're just going to add a little bit of blue just onto him. Now let's leave him black and white. Penguins are black and white. That's totally fine. And I'm just going to wipe up my mess. Like I say, if I was at home, I'd be collecting all this gorgeous ink, but we have to be a little bit less messy here.
That is brilliant.
And all I'm going to do with him is I'm going to matte and layer him. So I've got some of that gorgeous tartan paper.
Nice.
I've got some craft cardstock. So he's going to go on there. I'm going to pop that on there.
Oh, that is brilliant.
And then out of that beautiful ephemera book, there are so many elements, but we're going to use one of these. Memories are made at Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
And we can add as much ephemera to this as we want, or we can keep it quite plain, but...
there's absolutely loads that you could choose from, really, from that book.
You can definitely tell that Kay adores Alice in Wonderland.
Yes, yeah.
And I know that a lot of people do. We did an Alice show not long ago, and it was absolutely amazing how many people adore it.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just timeless.
Yeah, one of the ladies who's in one of my sewing groups, she's makes so many dresses with Alice in Wonderland fabric.
Wow.
They're all beautiful. Just looking through, you've got all sorts of little postage stamps. You've kind of got little references to different kind of verses and poems and carols, and there's loads in there. Absolutely loads in here.
The really hard part is choosing which side.
Yeah.
So you really need 2 books.
That's a good point, actually.
You really do, because you're going to want to use both sides, and once you start cutting into it, I mean, this one is lovely. This one on the back of the front page is the 12 Days of Christmas.
Yes, yeah, I like that. I might pass this book over to you because you've got the overhead camera there, and once you finish your demo, perhaps you can go through the different pages.
I'm going to move this to one side now because it's still drying. But yes, that's our cutest little penguin.
Well, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Love it. Love it. Let me pass that to you, Helen, if that's okay. Now, don't forget the booklet that Helen's going to be sharing with you. It is part of the bundle that we've just been talking about, so the bundle that's over on your screen there. You can get hold of more of these, and it is a consumable, so you might want to go for extras, so the details are going to pop up beside me. But everything about it, even the front and back cover, you would be using components from
Definitely,
here.
you can cut any of these elements out. Inside the front cover, like I say, is the 12 days of Christmas. I would love to use this and do some little party bags for 12 days as an advent calendar.
Oh,
as a
Christmas.
countdown to Christmas. I think that would look really, really
that's
lovely.
A nice idea, yes.
But yeah, we've got postcards, we've got loads of sentiments, little tags. It's
And
just
I love
gorgeous.
the colour palette as well, because you can kind of take little elements from there, from different pages. It could be a Robin alongside Alice in Wonderland alongside Santa, but you've got all the kind of colour palette that will work with them.
And I'm just going to be really naughty here, but we can just add our inks onto the